time ever performing stand-up, all right? It takes a lot of balls to get up here, okay? It really does.
Yes.
Well, not for being fucking hilarious, but for people, very hard. So would you please give all your support to a fantastic performer. We wish him a lot of luck, David McLean.
Woo! I like how they're playing this song right now. Ow!
Lady Gaga, really? Was that Lady Gaga? Was that the Gags? Okay, so, hi guys.
Hi.
How's everybody feeling today?
Wonderful.
Yeah? On a scale of 1 to, ow! So a 2, good. You're right where I am because I feel like shit. I woke up yesterday and I had the sniffles, I had the cough, I had the cold. And just a little housekeeping. First off, I do have alcohol swabs for any comics coming up later if you want to sanitize the mic, although I'm pretty sure our host, the vapor coming off of his breath, will do the trick. Also, I wanted to speak this next part specifically to rows 1 through 3. You are in the splash zone, so if you reach underneath your chairs, you have special comedy club parkas. Go ahead. Go ahead. Asshole, there are no parkas underneath there. I'm not Oprah. No. I'm not. So, I've got to give credit to a partner who's joining me on stage tonight. You might not see him, but believe me, he's here. His name's NyQuil. Let's give it up for NyQuil. And even if you don't think these jokes are funny, he does. I guarantee you. So, what's the #1 thing that people tell you when you're sick? Make sure you get lots of fluid. My mom, she loves telling me that. Oh, you're sick, honey, David. First of all, it's probably just in your head. But if it's not, make sure you get lots of fluid. She should be more specific. I woke up yesterday morning and I said, you know what, I need some fluid. Mother said I needed fluid, Bloody Mary it is. It cleans out the sinus. It cleans out the sinus, but by noon, you're kind of maxed out on Bloody Marys, but you need to keep up your fluid intake, am I right? Right. He knows. So you switch over to sake bombs, because you know, they're warming in and out, and let's be honest, by the end of it, you don't know where you are, who you are, or what you're feeling, and you're feeling great, by the way. But here's the thing. I did exactly what my mother told me to. But I woke up this morning feeling shittier than before. Explain that. I don't get it. But here's the other great thing about being sick. Especially in LA, that's so LA, we like to say that. It's always like go, go, go. Go here, go there, go to this audition, kiss that guy's ass for half an hour even though he's not going to give you a part. You know, it's very busy, but it's so great to have an excuse to stay in bed all day. But yesterday I discovered something that maybe some of the other gentlemen in the audience can sympathize with. And let me know by either a woo and or applause if this is the case. I think my Tigo thinks I'm gay. I go in yesterday and I had already watched everything that I had planned to watch. And I go down to TiVo Suggestions. That's so nice of you, TiVo. And I see Home and Garden Network, Food Network, some Disney shows that I didn't even know existed. And granted, some of them were really great. But TiVo, I like sports. I watch a lot of Spike TiVo, but then I realized TiVo just probably thinks I'm overcompensated. So I don't know what to do about that. But the best thing that TiVo suggested I watch in TiVo, this one's for you, this imaginary drink, Back to the Future. Which, by the way, if you're ever off your ass on old medicine, watch Back to the Future. You'll see it in 17 new ways. And it got me thinking, time travel. It's crazy, right? Crazy. So I started thinking, where am I gonna go? Not if, when I travel time. And I even get online because I don't do the whole phone conversation, especially not with dudes. I get online with a friend of mine back in the South. Give it up for the South. That was lackluster at best, but it's okay. nobody in the South cares about it either. I get online with my friend back in the South, and his name's Randy. I said, Randy, I was just thinking, where would you time travel? And by the way, since he's typing it, I can only assume what his accent was, but we're gonna do it upright. Well, if I could time travel, I reckon I'd go right on back to the Middle Ages, and I'd take with me my AR-15 Bushmaster, and they'd think I was Jesus Christ, God Almighty, and they'd give me their wives and their wine and their daughters, and they'd paint beautiful pictures of me. Cool, Randy. No, I see where you're going with that. First of all, how's therapy going? And stop playing Call of Duty Jesus Christ. But I have a few objections. First off, I don't know if you've seen any paintings. You're from the South, you probably haven't, but if you've seen any paintings from 1500s, 1600s, different standard of beauty back then. That was in. That was painfully pale. Another thing, Randy, unless you're taking an ammo factory with you, which, based on your explanation, you're not, because Randy's thing is not foresight. There's an expiration date to this fantasy of yours. So he said, okay, man, where would you go? And I'd say it's very simple. I'm a creative individual. I want to know things, I want to learn things. I would go back to a Nickelodeon conference room. Early 2000s, late 99s, I didn't IMDb it, I don't know. I'd have to do some research, but it would basically be this one room, boardroom, this is how I imagine it. A guy standing in front of a desk, and he says, okay, I have an idea for a show. It's about a sponge. His name's Bob, and he wears pants, and I know what you're thinking, they're not just any pants, asshole, they're square pants, okay? I'm so glad you asked, where does he live? Pineapple, not above the sea, under the sea, done. He has a friend named Patrick, and you know who he is, he's a starfish. And there's a squirrel, I don't know the rest, but there's gonna be a squid, and they weirdly eat crab. All the time, nobody thinks it's weird. Because that guy had balls, but I'll tell you who had more balls. The guy that said, let's do it. Thank you very much, that's been my time.